or water damage.
They reviewed the inspection very thoroughly. What? I had no idea that was an issue. Literally was like about to cry all day.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back to our video. This is Katie and Cullen.
Cullen and Katie.
This is Cullen, I'm Katie.
You have 2 minutes to speak, no interruptions.
Okay, that's, I don't say anything in that short amount of time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video.
If you missed our last video, go watch it. Basically what we told you is we have 2 offers signed on our house.
So what does that mean?
Offer and a backup offer. It basically means that it was contingent on something. The contingency got removed. So technically we're like under contract.
Officially.
Right? Officially under contract.
Under contract.
Everybody's like, oh yeah, you sold your house, congratulations. And I'm like, but there's still a lot of stuff.
Until you're holding that crying baby in your hands.
Like every step this way is like all those doctor's appointments where you go and you hold your breath while they're trying to like get your little Doppler out and check everything. So we had our home inspection scheduled and there was a lot of anxiety for us about that.
Yeah, the turnaround on the inspection was pretty quick as far as getting that scheduled. So it was like, okay, this is like, we're gonna get everything prepared for showing essentially again. But
right.
Not only is it a showing just with a family walking through looking at stuff and looking in your cabinets and stuff, it's a guy with the little beep 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 beep, mold detected, or beep beep beep, water damage, you know, all this stuff that maybe we didn't even know about.
Well, and that was the scary part too, is like, I was thinking back to our old house sale and how when we got that inspection report back, we were like, what? I had no idea that was an issue. Random stuff that they'll find because they're looking into everything. I remember the guy like had a thing he plugged into the outlets to make sure the outlets work.
Checks every outlet,
and I'm
checks
like,
every faucet.
Yes, they all work. There's still some light switches that I don't know what they go to.
I remember just 3, almost 4 years ago when we moved in, our list from our inspection at this same house was a mile long, and we were like, I need that fixed, I need that fixed.
And it wasn't anything major at the time. We like asked for the air conditioning to be serviced, and there was like a drain pipe that was disconnected. The inspector was like, you might want to make sure this actually works, because sometimes if it's disconnected, that means it doesn't work and water's pooling around the house. There was a lot of things that we found ourselves going, okay, let's make sure there's nothing that is gonna pop up like that, which when we had that checked, it was just a drain pipe that had come loose and it was fine. Pushed back on there.
When you're paying so much for a house at this price point,
right,
you want it to be in perfect condition when you move in.
Well, and we were just kind of nervous that there would be something that would like make it appear something was wrong, like the drain pipe or something like that would be, or that, who knows, there's some random something with space we don't ever go into, like some room that, I had a dream the other day, there's a room that I discovered that I've never seen in this house. There probably is. It's a very common thing to request a lot of things to be fixed.
On top of that, it wasn't just a typical 1 hour showing, it was like a 4 hour thing. Like we had to be gone. I think you posted an Instagram picture of us eating at Waffle House.
Yes.
We had to take the dogs with us.
It's like I've said before too, where I know it's not personal at all, but it just very much feels like somebody's judging you. Like you're up on stage at the Miss America pageant and somebody's gonna critique everything about you.
And this was the Simon Cowell coming in your house.
Yeah, and I'm like, Simon's about to come in and tell me that all this work I've done practicing my singing for the past 2-3 years, that I suck and I'm never gonna make it. The piece of no showings, and I'm like, please, dear Lord, don't make us have to go back to that.
Well, that was our other big thing too, is like, if this falls through because of a failed inspection, then the backup offers
they're
off the table.
They're
gonna be like, well,
if the inspection's not working.
It's not gonna happen. We've even talked about making a video in the car that day. We're like, oh yeah, we'll be gone for 4 hours. Let's do work and be responsible adults. And then we got out of the house and we're like,
like couldn't even,
what's happening right now? Like
emotional drain. I was like, I can't film a video right now. And I almost made a clip, and I kind of wish I had in the car in the moment to show my true emotions of that moment. Cause like I literally was like about to cry all day just from the emotions. Like there's the uncertainty, but then there's also the relief of like, okay, we got everything cleaned up, we got out, we're at this step. Like the fact that we're even at this step is just a big deal to us right now. So we waited, then they send in their list of requested repairs. Got a text from our realtor and he was like, I just got this from the buyer's agent saying they reviewed the inspection very thoroughly and they do not have any repairs to request, so we will be removing the inspection contingency. And we were like,
I
Hold up.
had to read it like 3 times. It was like removing. I'll send you a signed copy of the inspection addendum removed, and I was like,
wait, so they're removing their contract? No, they're removing. What?
They don't have like one thing that needs to be fixed or requested to be looked at. I did screw like a little drain pipe on outside to make sure the water was, you know. I'm like going, wait a minute, what?
We didn't get to see a copy of the report, but like I said, as far as we knew, there was nothing. Even when there's nothing wrong with the house, random things will come up like, we need you to inspect the air, or we need you to like have a plumber check such and such. I mean, there was nothing. It was a huge relief. Like, I was expecting a major surprise.
Even our realtor said in the text message, he was like, this is unheard of.
He
like,
said, God's really watching out for y'all because this is unheard of. I've never heard of there being an inspection without requests for repairs of any sort. It was definitely a blessing, and something that I said is little extra details that God doesn't have to provide you with. But it's just kind of like a little wink and a nod of like, you know, you didn't have to do that. We could have had to go through setting up appointments with different people and fixing things or whatever, but we didn't. We were very incredibly thankful.
So we've got a 24-hour cleared contingency. We've got an inspection that's been completely removed with 0 fixes. And now it's time to tell the kids.
We have something to tell y'all.
Guess what? I just learned how to whistle.
We have something to tell y'all kids.
Have y'all noticed anything different about that sign out in the front yard?
No.
There's a little thing over the top of it now.
There is?
On top of our sale sign. It says under contract on the top of our sign. That means somebody's buying our house. Yay! So we get to actually move.
We get to move.
Like, we actually get to move.
And you know what that means?
We don't have to have any more showings.
So the kids are excited. They're still, I think, kind of getting used to it all. We go up to make up Brooks's bed, and he's like, do we have another showing today? And I'm like, no, buddy. He's like, can we take our shower with us when we move?
They ask randomly all the time, are we gonna take this? Are we gonna take that? Like we told them, that means we're gonna start looking at houses and making plans. As with any home sale, there's always something. The next thing on the list is the appraisal, which should be fine because we're selling this house for freaking a whole lot less than we bought it for. When we had it appraised, when we bought it, it appraised for higher than we bought it for. Fingers crossed, but these days you just don't know. So there's still a lot of uncertainty, which is hard for us because we're like, we need to plan. We're gonna be closing on our house in like a month or like 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, then we need to find a place.
Where we're going,
we need to get movers lined up. We need to start packing 5,200 square feet and 3,000 square feet of garage crap. So we're kind of scared to make the next move. Every move we've ever made has been hectic and chaotic and last minute and shove everything in a box, and we're determined not to let that happen this time. One thing we have been doing over the last couple months, even with showings and everything else, to make life easier, that we have become obsessed with, is our Green Chef subscription, and we have thoroughly enjoyed having like meal kits delivered
added
to
to
us.
the budget. Oh my gosh.
Because I mean, like I've said before too, letting ourselves slide and our health slide some, because I don't have the mental capacity to process it all. I'm able to know that they're delivering to me a meal that goes along with the eating habits that I use.
I cooked my first butternut squash the other night. What is going on? And it's actually freaking amazing.
So we have the keto plan, and it's really exciting to me because usually I make my own like spaghetti squash or whatever, and then I have to fix him separate noodles, or he just is like, I don't want that. Now that he's getting the recipes and cooking some of them and like seeing how they're prepared and being able to season them, he's eating his first few keto meals.
It's amazing. And you
And
feel
it's
better?
like, yeah, and it's like, this is actually really good. So it's been a huge help.
So if y'all don't know, Green Chef is a meal kit delivery service. They deliver the meals fresh into your door.
It is a USDA certified organic company, and the coolest part that I like about it is they have meals for a variety of different lifestyles, including vegan, paleo, vegetarian, keto. They always have high quality, clean ingredients. You can feel great about what you're eating. We have had a great experience with them. It's honestly been the best meal kit delivery service that we've used. It's required the least amount of chopping things up and preparing things ahead of time. They send all the sauces pre-made for you.
Sauces.
Oh my gosh, the sauces make it just amazing.
So in our box this week, we've got togarashi shrimp stir fry, balsamic herb chicken, and cumin roasted pork chops.
Y'all know we've worked with HelloFresh in the past too, and Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh, so that there's a wider array of meal plans to choose from. It's nice that you're able to switch between brands if your taste changed or if you want something a little bit different one month. So now our viewers can enjoy both brands at a discount from us. So if y'all are interested in trying it, you can go to greenchef.us/cullenandkatie80 and then use our code cullenandkatie80, and it will give you $80 off across 4 boxes of Green Chef plus free shipping on your first box. Again, go to greenchef.us/cullenandkatie80 and enter the code cullenandkatie80. If y'all follow us on Instagram, you see that I post our dinners in my stories a lot, and I've been posting several Green Chef meals because we've been working with them for a couple months, but we loved the service so much after working with them that we signed up for our own subscription. So we have our own paid subscription that we get the meals delivered every week, and it has really taken a lot of stress out of the dinner process and knowing that I'm able to still stick to my health goals.
Variety.
That's what Cullen's most excited about. I'm not just making like spaghetti and pizza and chicken noodle soup, so.
Knowing dinner and lunch, honestly, sometimes we make some of them for lunch too, is taking care of and making our life easier without having to mentally use that part of our brains. We are able to now focus on more of the decluttering, like you mentioned, the 3,000 square foot of our basement. My tools, her kids' closets.
Well, y'all know we've been doing this decluttering process for basically almost 2 years now, and we've gotten rid of so freaking much stuff. Still are just getting rid of stuff and trying to figure stuff out, and so we don't want to pack up boxes full of stuff that we're gonna get there and not need.
I literally want to make sure that this move is like the boxes are like right there by the back door, and every box is something that we know we're gonna use, especially knowing that we're gonna be downsizing.
We're probably gonna end up putting some stuff in storage, which doesn't go along with our like minimal downsizing thing, but since we're renting, we know that when we buy a future home, we wanna make sure that we don't just not have a dining room table all of a sudden. We're gonna plan for the future. The kids' closets have gotten, I wouldn't even say totally out of control compared to what they were before I Marie Kondo'd them the first time, but I had some work to do in Gaines's closet, so let me just show y'all how it is. My project for right now and today is just dealing with all the stuff.
No. Ooh, yeah. I'm trying one right now. Really soft. I wish I could. I liked it, but I don't because of the color. I think one day I'll wear it probably. I've never had a dress this long.
Yay, we have a big pile of nose. Kids' clothes are not your thing, but the tools are your thing. You don't touch the kids' clothes, I don't touch the tools, other than like when I need a hammer or a screw.
Literally ever since we've had our first house, I've had one of those little like plastic, you know, Mr. Handyman. And then ever since then, it's just been find a drawer, find a spot in the garage, put them there, and you know where they are. It's an organized mess. Here's how it looks. One little toolbox that I've got. Batteries, drill guns, ghillie suit, odds and ends, more tools. Stuff scattered. Why is this in here? Tools, tools. Tools, 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 tools. So it's safe to say before we move, we need to get all of this organized. Organization, wish me luck. So I still got a little bit of work to do, but getting it all organized in different categories of here's your screw, here's your hammers, here's this, and seeing what I've got. I've got some tape measures and we can never find a tape measure.
Never. And then I went out there yesterday and he was like, oh, look, here's 6. And I was like, where in the world have these been?
Yeah, they're just all around the house.
That's the problem with of having too much space in your house is you just stash things in different places, and there's just no reason to do that.
So literally, when we move, I will have a toolbox. That's it. Know where everything is.
How many tools have you like thrown away or gotten rid of so far?
Well, you never know when you need that big screw or that little screwdriver.
We're hesitant on really packing, but we want to work on organizing the things so that they're ready to just put in a box.
When we go to pack cold and allergy medicine, in the box.
Just put it in there. And before it was falling all over the place. I know this still looks messy right here. I hadn't gotten to the dog stuff. But if you recall, we've done a lot of closets over the past couple of years. And fortunately, aside from the kids' closets just getting more and more clothes and crazy, everything stayed pretty organized. That's the plan. That's the point. We're gonna still be minimalizing, getting rid of stuff on the way. But we're excited at this point to be at this point. There's really nothing we can do on our part. I mean, we just kind of have to plan as if things are gonna happen. Head over to our other socials and let us know what you've done if you've been in this situation. Like, you can't wait until the last week before closing to line up a new home, movers, and pack all your boxes.
Like, we literally should start preparing, like, anything we don't need for the next month or two.
We're not starting on the kitchen and starting to put up dishes because I will need those. I'm talking the 3 or 4 rooms that we don't use ever.
Yeah.
Pack those up.
So y'all stay tuned. We're officially under contract. Still just waiting to hold that little baby in our arms, and
yes,
can't wait till he or she is here.
We are going to be heading down and looking at houses in Florida.
Yeah.
Soon, like in the next week or so. That's really exciting, and we're just gonna have to move forward.
Deep breaths, deep breaths. Ready to get out from under it.
One day.
I don't think I'm gonna be emotional whenever we get out of here. I'm just gonna be ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
You will be a little bit more than you think you will. It's been a life-changing house for sure. So.
True. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay tuned on our next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all of the other places. Twitter, Snapchat. I don't even do Snapchat, but yeah. CYOTFS.
Bye. TikTok. That was the other one.
TikTok. Yes.
One of the reasons that we've said we feel like we're. One of the reasons. Don't put in a burp. Seriously, don't do that.